2019 was the 10th anniversary year for OM's largest ship, Logos Hope. 1 million people were drawn to this unique vessel as we continued to make our way around South America, ending up in the Caribbean. Calling in 16 port cities in 6 countries, we were privileged to share knowledge, help, and hope with those from all walks of life, in partnership with various organizations. Our international crew members enjoyed integrating into the relational culture of South America, learning Spanish and Portuguese, sampling food and family hospitality, and using the continent's passion for football to connect through sports outreach. We made new friends as more than 1,500 volunteers from local churches worked alongside the ship's crew over the year, sharing their culture and love for their country, making every day special and each encounter personal for all who visited. Through their experience with us, many of these Latino believers now feel a deeper sense of calling to pray for, give to, or go into mission service. This is part of our shared vision with our OM colleagues on land, as well as the Comibam network of mission agencies. The initiative to raise up 2,000 global workers from Latin America has met with an overwhelming response. We give thanks that more than 13,000 people are interested in serving God overseas.
So this is just the power of working together. So I think that's the beauty of the work that we have seen through the ship's visit, just uniting and working in collaboration to reach those that have never heard about Jesus.
Each year, as our vessel undergoes annual maintenance, non-technical crew members have the opportunity to join a different ministry project. In 2019, we pioneered placements to communities least reached by the gospel in Europe and Asia.
Some that have gone on teams around the world, some that have been in places exposed to communities and cities that have no known believers, informs their message now. And I think through that experience, they are much more clear on what the mission is and how they are able to communicate to the church of the great need in the world, and that we can't be okay with only doorstep mission, but we need to think beyond that.
The ship's crew was embraced by our Latino brothers and sisters, as we shared the reality, the urgency for more workers to share the good news in the darkest places. God put it on our hearts too.
Highlight for me to see the cultural shift that happened on board the ship. That as we mobilize our local churches and Christians into missions, our crew and staff are excited about the opportunities that we have among the least reached, and they want to join in mission after their time on board the ship.
Each day, we have seen God at work as lives are touched through interaction with the ship and her crew. In Punta Arenas, Chile, near to where our first vessel, Logos, ran aground in 1988, we were amazed to realize the legacy of such an event. From naval personnel who saw something different in the crew they rescued, to the kindness of strangers who cared for the volunteers left with nothing. Those bonds are still strong, and God is still speaking through that story. In Rosario, Argentina, thousands united in a citywide event to raise their voices and pray for those who have yet to hear the message of hope and forgiveness. On the ship, hard-hitting dramatizations of the persecution Christians are facing around the world move many to commit to daily prayer on their behalf, or mobilize more to play a more intentional part in the Great Commission. Latin American alumni who had served on each of OM's 4 vessels reunited in Buenos Aires, Argentina. They were encouraged to see the ship ministry today and were an example to our current crew of how a season in mission can shape lives and lead to further ministry involvement. Ship teams had so many opportunities to share knowledge, help, and hope. From remote river-dwelling communities to inner-city homeless outreaches, dental clinics, school visits, building projects, and even a surfing ministry. We met people where they are and saw God at work in special ways. Logos Hope's book fair was bustling as people were eager to take home the Spanish and Portuguese literature we brought to the region. Close to 950,000 books were sold, more than 400,000 of them on Christian topics. Almost 70,000 Bibles were bought, and 375,000 portions of free gospel literature and New Testaments were given to the people we encountered. As we depart from this continent, we give thanks for the work God is continuing to do in each of the ports we visited. Next, Logos Hope is calling in some Caribbean islands, following up on work started there in 2017 and encouraging our partners in mission mobilization. As we prepare to cross the Atlantic for a landmark return to Europe after 10 years, we are excited to collaborate for even greater impact.
The Logos Hope visit is going to be a significant catalyst to draw people together, to work together in order to accomplish something far more significant than they could do as an individual church, as an individual denomination, or even a mission agency.
2020 will also mark the 50th anniversary of the Ship Ministry. We praise God for His faithfulness and thank you for your partnership. For the earth will be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord, as the waters cover the sea.